Hi there. Hi, Zillionaire. How are you all doing out there? I hope you're actually doing a very good job out there. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about the 8 traits of wealthy people or the 8 traits of entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs. Now, I'd like to start by saying that wealth is not in places. Wealth is not in location, but wealth is in people, and wealth is in the work that you do. Wealth is in people. If it was to be that wealth is not in people, most people that are wealthy on the earth, on the planet Earth today, will not be wealthy because wealth is a trait. And if we say wealth is not in places, do you realize that if we say wealth is in places, or station, or state, or provinces, or town, those people within that area would have actually become the most wealthy people. Right. On this episode, the first trait of entrepreneur or a successful wealthy person is having an entrepreneurship mindset. Having an entrepreneurship mindset means that you run businesses on your own in conjunction or in collaboration or partnership with friends and families. And it also means that you have products or services that you are actually running within that environment in exchange for value. And it also leads to you having an open mindset, because when you are an entrepreneur, you take critiques, you take feedbacks, you take ideas, you turn it into something that is actually revolving to become relevant in the 24th century. The second trait of entrepreneur mindset or of a successful or wealthy entrepreneurs, if you look around you, they are very highly disciplined. Why do I say that? If you are actually building a business, you don't want to be spending lavishly without a budget. When you look at the wealthy people around you, they are very disciplined in the area of what they do. They don't talk anyhow because they have team members. They actually make sure they pay attention to critics, they take feedbacks, and they implement what people do from time to time. And if you also study them in very good area, you will see that they have something that keeps them in store for what they do from time to time, and divide them into different segmentation, which is learning. They learn. They are very disciplined. They listen. They read. They are not loose or not nonchalant in their attitude. That is the second trait, which is discipline. The third trait is that they see the bigger picture. When you're an entrepreneur, people around you might not see the bigger picture. If somebody, let's take a case study of that of Elon Musk today. If you were to look at Elon Musk 20, 30 years ago, when he's saying, I'm going to be actually having my own NASA space, or having my own different, like a motorless or batteryless car and things like that of today, it would look like he's actually been driven with something that nobody can see around him. And it's only clear to him because he knows what the bigger picture is going to be. And when he said he was actually launching that rocket, he has done so many times and has failed. But he never gave up. He was able to keep that bigger picture in mind, to be able to take over the world. And having become successful in this area, he launched this into a very good avenue. And today, one of the most richest, wealthy people on earth is Elon Musk. There are quite a lot of them that I've actually cite example of. But the only person who has the vision, who has that see the bigger picture, is the person who has that entrepreneurship mindset and the wealthy mind traits. The fourth one is that of usual confidence. When you look at the wealthy people around you, if you also know that you're wealthy, they're very confident anytime, any day. They're not timid. They don't get carried away with things around them. They speak with authority. And this is one thing I also want you to also start in this new year, in this new week, in this new month, to start becoming very bold, confidence of whatever that is in you, that God has deposited in you, that can take you to that place. The fifth trait, because of time, is that of problem solving. When you solve problem, you create values. When you provide solutions, you create values. I don't know, have you ever sat down within yourself, within the area you live in? What are the most common problems that has not been solved? And how can I improve those problems in today's date? And this is why, when you look at that problem, if you're able to provide a solution for it, people will pay for that solution. Maybe an application, maybe a system, maybe a business, maybe a product, maybe you bring people together, leveraging on them and things like that. Or harnessing the resources that you have around you. People with different skills, bringing them into a group, solving a particular solution. By the time you solve that problem, you create value to the environment, to the vicinity that you're in, and to the country, and you become more known. That means you become a problem solver. And that is the fifth trait. The sixth trait is that they are able to go through anything they have in life by having the resources in one place. When you look at everything of entrepreneur, there is a human resources manager, there is financial accountant, there is technical manager, there is a CTO, there is a CEO. Everybody have different skills, but they are solving one particular problem. But I don't know if you've ever sat down before to think deeply in your quiet time to see that, do you know that those friends you hang out with, have you been able to harness the resources and the skills in them to be able to provide a solution for that business that you have? When you're able to harness people, have a team, you can go far. And this is the sixth trait of the wealthy, successful entrepreneur. The seventh one is that they take risk. Most people do not know that if you take risk, you will be able to solve problems. In this day and age that we're in, a lot of people are not willing to solve problems, to take risk. They tell you, I can't lose my money. I can't lose my life over that. I can't actually go to, because they have lack of faith. Their faith is not being endangered. Now, when you take a Bible character, for example, Adam, when God said to Adam, go and offer me Isaac, he never queried God. What did he do? He put on the risk tolerance, and he was able to take the child. Even when the child was actually asking questions, he said, God will provide a ram to replace that for us. That is what I call risk. You wake up on your bed this morning, or this afternoon, you just woke up. That is the risk you just took by waking up from that bed. Now, when you look at different risks, life itself is risky. Risk and a key. Because if it is not risky, you can't, if it does not have a key with the risk, you can't be able to. There are levels of risk. There are low risk, there are medium risk, there are higher risk. Depending on the kind of risk level that you are able to take. On the final notes, which risk level are you looking at to be able to take on that? Today, the last one is resilience, which is the number 8 traits of successful, wealthy entrepreneurs. They are resilient. They never give up, irrespective of obstacles, policies, or challenges that they face. They don't give up. There are people that show up on time, in time, and on time. There are people that when you go to meetings, you find them there. They are busy pitching. They are busy recreating the system. They are busy updating the system. They are busy solving problems night and day, because they know that when you're able to solve that problem, they will know that there is something that's going to come out of it. They are very determined. They don't give up. But today, friends, students, partners, zillionaires, I want to throw a question to you today. Out of these 8 traits of successful, wealthy entrepreneurs. Which of them do you have? First one that we talked about is an entrepreneurship mindset. Second one is that of the discipline. The third one is that of they actually having a bigger picture. And the fourth one is that of usual confidence. The fifth one is that of problem solving. The sixth one is that of taking risk. And the last one is resilience. Which of these traits do you lack in your business, in your life, as a career person, as an entrepreneur? If you want to be wealthy, you need these 8 key principles. I'll see you again, and thank you. God bless you.